brothers, my sisters, my friends. Merry Christmas! That's right, because yesterday was Christmas, and I got a Christmas present from my wife, and it's something that I've been wanting for a long time. A Johnny Depp Grindelwald figure, and what? What do you mean Johnny Depp's not playing the role anymore? Man, how... it took me forever to get this figure, and now he's not playing Oh, jeez. Well, Merry Christmas anyways, you filthy animals. I'm gonna go get to the review. Today's review will be on the hot toys, and I finally figured out how they're able to make their figures look so good. If you look behind their logo there, you'll see a little bit of wizard wand energy power surrounding it. And now I know their secret.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Iron Maiden China. Us, item no, 90210, and oh, that's going to be hard to read. Let's see, skinny line, no line, skinny line, fat line, fat line. I'm not reading all that. 513. 513. And this is for the one ... figure minus Fibby2 Gigi? Gigi? Wait, the 1958 Lerner and Lowe musical? Okay.
Thank heaven for little girls.
With the shipping box removed, we find, holy cow, Gellert Grindelwald. And man, this looks awesome. It also looks like the wizards were having some trouble tracking him down and outsourced to Dexter to bring him in. And he was even nice enough to bag him up. So let's remove this bag, shall we? So, with all the plastic removed, we get a better view of this box, and it is absolutely beautiful. As you can see there, the gold and even the blue and the silver in the background are all shiny and reflective, and that is so awesome. Down here, that's not a photo of Johnny Depp in full costume. That's an actual photo of the figure itself, and they nailed his likeness. His hair is perfect. Every detail of his face is perfect, and I cannot wait to see the actual figure in a few minutes. Down here, you can see that this figure is from the second Fantastic Beasts movie, The Crimes of Grindelwald. And if you look carefully, you'll see that they also hid his little skull hookah pipe in the design there, and that is so cool. Looking at the side of the package here, you can see that they've got his wand in shiny gold as well. You got the logo again, the hookah pipe again, and then that's about it. So let's look at the back of the package, shall we? Now, the back of the package isn't quite as interesting as the front of the package. You've got the logo again, you've got his name there, and all the Lego mumbo jumbo that they always put in all the different languages on the back of these boxes. But that's about it, so let's look at the front of the package one more time. Because I watched a review the other day for a statue, and the box that it came in was all solid black with very little writing on the front of it. And the guy reviewing it said, you know, whenever you see a package like this, you know it means quality and stuff like that. And I'm like, no, it means minimalist. And I don't really like those black packages. To me, a package like this means quality. And I mean, it just looks awesome. It's all shiny. You could almost like display just the box itself. And man, this is so cool. But you know what? Enough about the box. I have waited a long time to get this figure, so I say we open it! Now, the box opens like a shoebox, and when you remove the lid and look underneath, you will find a little paper insert covering the figure that has the cast and crew of all the people responsible for making this awesome figure. You guys are artists, and speaking of artists, just look at that artwork there behind their names. That is so cool. So let's look underneath here and look at the figure. Now, with the paper insert removed and looking underneath, we will find the figure shrouded in plastic. Now, I know you can barely see that, but we will look at it better here in a second. And man, I like what I see already. Now, you might have already noticed that I don't have the special edition. Special edition actually has a giant bird here, the Aubrey, or however you say it, bird right there. And I didn't get that version, but that's okay. My wife didn't even know there was an exclusive. All I wanted was the figure, and you know what? I cannot wait to see it. So let's pull this plastic out and take the lid off, shall we? Now, laying the figure tray down and removing the top cover to get a better view of the figure itself. Just look at all the little details of his outfit there. And I love that green inner liner of his coat. That looks so cool. But we'll talk about the figure and his outfit here in a second. Let's look at his accessories first. Down here, you'll see that he comes with 2 little batteries. Now, those go to a different accessory. Up here, you've got 4 extra hands, 2 wands. Now, 1 wand is permanently attached to that wand holding hand. And I think that is an awesome idea, because these wands are so thin and fragile that you could probably snap it putting it in the hand. Or, you know, if it has a loose grip, it'll drop the wand and you'll never see it again. So I love that it's attached. Up here, you can see that he comes with 2 different skull hookah pipes. Now you might be saying, hey, wait a second, he only had one of those in the movie. Well, that's because in the movie it glowed. And this one over here, when you put the batteries inside of it, it lights up, and that is awesome. Now you can see that he only included one pipe there to attach to the whichever skull you use, but that's okay, because like I said, he only used one at a time because he only had one in the movie. Over here, he's got the little Blood Brothers pennant thing, and that is really cool indeed. Down here, you can see underneath him, he has a base, and that is awesome. And then he's also got two little wrist pegs, and that is amazing. So I say we waste no more time and stand this figure up and get a better view of him. What do you say? So here's the figure with all of the plastic removed, and check out that head sculpt. That is absolutely amazing. Now, over the years, Hot Toys have made a lot of Johnny Depp figures. I should know because this will be my 4th Johnny Depp figure. And man, they are so good at sculpting his head. Just check out that likeness. Now, I'm a little late to the game when it comes to reviewing this figure, and a few people that have reviewed it have said that they think that this figure's head looks a little too young, like it doesn't look quite as old or whatever as he does in the movie. But honestly, looking at it with the naked eye, this looks perfect. I think they did an amazing job. They got his pale skin, everything. Now, I do have one complaint about a tiny little detail, but it's really small. It's the fact that he has the blue eye. Now, in the movie, his eye has like a ring of red around the outer part of it, and, you know, I wish that was on here, but that's okay. Like I said, that's a small complaint, and with the naked eye, get it, you can't see that, you know, because it's so small, but honestly, that's okay. That is still cool. Working our way up here to his hair, and man, his hair looks awesome. Now, it's not just pure white like it is in the movie. It's kind of got a gold tint to it, but they do that so that it has like that sheen that real hair has when the light hits it, and that looks pretty cool. Now, you can see the back part of his head there has the shaved part, and that looks so amazing. But yeah, just look at that profile. That is definitely Johnny Depp. They did an amazing job. I love his mustache, everything about it. This looks so good. Now, his neck was actually covered in like little bit of plastic or whatever, I guess to protect it, but he's got like that white, silky, satiny shirt on, and, you know, that wouldn't come off. I'm assuming maybe the blue would. I don't know. But it's not really touching his neck, so I don't know why that was protected, not the back of his head. But as you can see, the collar on both of his jacket and his shirt are both popped, and that's pretty cool. Now, working our way down here, I kind of got scared because if you look, it looks like one of his buttons is missing. And I was like, oh no! Because it does come with extra buttons, but not these kind of buttons. It comes with like the little metal kind that you can glue on or whatever. But yeah, I was freaking out because I couldn't find it in the box, and then I looked at some of the promotional shots of this figure, and yeah, he doesn't have a button there. So, whew! That scared me, man. I was really scared because I was like, oh no, my figure's messed up. But nope, he's not. That's the way it's supposed to be. Now, as you can see, he's got a lot of doodads hanging on a chain there on his vest. That is really cool indeed. He has another belt underneath that big belt there that's almost like a Darth Maul belt. That looks so good. All the little details and everything, that's so awesome. These little buttons here, I mean, just look at all the little details that are on just the buttons by themselves. That is so cool. But yeah. Now, the coat itself, if you look, it's got little fuzzies and stuff that are sticking to it because it's kind of like a satiny, not satiny, I'm sorry, more like a suede leather. And man, it picks up fuzz like crazy. So, yep, you will be lint rolling this jacket all the time, but that's okay. And then down here you have his cuff and then his hand. And just look at the way the hand's painted and stuff. Now, these are the hands that it came attached with or whatever. And I love the way that pinky is. That is so cool indeed. But yeah, this is so awesome. Now, his pants are like a faux leather. It's got a lot of detail on it. Now, most of it's covered up by the jacket. But you can see he's got like some knee-high boots. That is so cool. And then down here, you can see there's the extra piece. It's 2 pieces so that you can articulate the bottom part of the boot. That looks so good. But yeah, this, yep, see the fuzzies? Ah, it's going to be fuzzies all over that. There's the base from where he put up that, you know, that fiery blue fire or whatever that protected him at the end of the movie or whatever. That looks so good. Yeah, this is so amazing. Looking at the back of the figure, and you can see how his hair fades down to his scalp. That looks so awesome. You got his collars there popped up. You got a bunch of little fuzzies stuck to the back of the coat already, and I just got him out of the package, so jeez, he's going to be a lint magnet. You got some extra little buttons there, and then he's got like the folds and the whatever you want to call it, the pleating and stuff of his jacket. That is so awesome. He actually has a wire in the bottom part of the coat so you can pose it. And look at the little buckles and stuff on his boots. That looks so amazing. But not nearly as amazing as this head sculpt. Man, I am so happy with it. It looks just like him. Just everything about it just looks so good. The way it's painted, all the little details. Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted it to be. As for his accessories, you've got the hookah pipe skull right there. Now, both of the sculpts seem to be identical, and they have all the same details. Now, if you look at this one over here, you'll see that he actually has the little writing and stuff, the little ornate designs on top of the skull there. Now, this one has it too, but it's really faint. So, yeah, that's pretty awesome. Both of the skulls have the Boba Fett dent on the top of their heads. That's pretty awesome. They're missing the same teeth and stuff. Now, this one has the tube attached right here with the little pipe end. So that's pretty cool. Now you can move that over to this one if you want. Now this one right here on the bottom, you can see that it has the little battery compartment and on-off switch, and that's pretty awesome. Now as for this one over here, it almost looks like you could open it as well. Now my guess is that's why they're the same sculpt. It just they swapped out that little piece there. But that's pretty awesome indeed. When it comes to these Hot Toys figures, when I review them, I don't usually put the batteries in them. But here's the skull all lit up, and I think that looks really awesome. Flipping the skull around, you can see that the glow is visible from behind as well, and that looks so cool. It looks like there's a little, like, lightning storm or something inside of the skull. That is awesome. Now, with the lights off, it has more of a white glow, and it lights up the entire skull practically. But in the light, it has more of a blue glow. But yeah, like I said, in the dark, it turns into Ghost Rider. As for his other hands, you get these two right here that look like they could be used to hold the hookah pipe or the wand perhaps. And then down here you get a relaxed left hand and then the right hand holding the wand, and that looks so cool. Here's what the loose one looks like up close, and man, this is so detailed for such a small item. And it gets pretty thin here at the end, man, so be very, very careful with it. Speaking of small items, check out this pendant. Now that's the thing that had the little blood drops inside of it. Now as you can see, it doesn't have the blood drops painted on. Now there is another side, so if we flip it over, nope, no blood drops on this side either. Now that kind of sucks, but believe me, if you saw how small this is, you'd probably understand. But if you look at that chain there that's attached to it, that is really cool. Now that's just a string, but it has all these little like lines on it to make it look like it's made out of links and stuff. That is pretty awesome indeed. Now I gotta figure out a way to attach this thing on his jacket. Sheesh. Well, that definitely wasn't easy, and I honestly thought that little place that I thought was a missing button was the little pocket that the tip of the pendant is supposed to stick into, because in the movie he's kind of got it stuck in a little, like, I don't know, watch pocket or something. But yeah, I don't know if it goes in there. It doesn't look like that's a hole. It just looks like it's kind of meant to be a buttonhole or something. I don't know, but honestly, and there's a little link right up here. You can barely make it out. A little silver link. Now, I think the chain, the quote-unquote string chain, is supposed to kind of loop through that. But if you do, I don't know how you're supposed to get it to hang right, because it's supposed to tuck under his vest and under his jacket. And I don't know, but it doesn't hang like a real chain. It's just a string, you know, so this is about as good as I could get it. So, final thoughts. Was this figure worth the wait? Oh, heck yeah. This figure is awesome in hand. The intricacies of his outfit, that likeness to Johnny Depp. This figure looks amazing. And honestly, the only negative thing that I could say about this figure has nothing to do with the figure. And that's the fact that Johnny Depp will no longer be playing Grindelwald in the movies. And that sucks, man. Now, I was holding on to hope that he'd be called back to play the role no matter what they said. But apparently, from what I've read, Mads Mikkelsen is now playing the role. And honestly, just think about that. The marketing alone. Mads Mikkelsen as Gellert Grindelwald. That's hard to say. So you know what? Honestly, I like him too, but Johnny Depp is one of my all-time favorite actors. He always has been. He's amazing. I love him to death, and I must, because like I said, this is my 4th Johnny Depp Hot Toys figure. For the longest time, I had old Jack Sparrow and Tonto standing on a shelf, and I thought they looked really good together. But below them, all by himself, I had old Sweeney Todd. And you know what? Now he's finally got a friend. Now that friend looks a lot like him and doesn't really need a haircut, but that's okay. But honestly, I just found out that I've got a problem because old Grindelwald's base is a little too big, so I'm going to have to adjust the shelf around just to make him fit. Nothing's ever easy, but you know what? These figures look amazing together, and that caps off my Johnny Depp Hot Toys collection. So, there's my review of the Hot Toys Fantastic Beasts 2, The Crimes of Grindelwald. Grindelwald himself, 1/6 scale figure, and man, I am so happy to finally have this figure. Like I said, I have been wanting it from day one, and I wasn't able to get it, and I thank you to my wife for getting it for me for Christmas this year. I absolutely love it. And like I said, there's only one or two negative things, one being the base is too big to display where I wanted him to. Dang it. And then there's the fact that Mads Mikkelsen is now playing Grindelwald. Double dang it. And I want Johnny Depp back because I love him in that movie and I wanted to see him play this character some more. You know what? Oh well, he can always play him on my shelf and that's good enough for me. So, until next time, tune in for more Foo Reviews! And I'm just so happy I finally have this figure in my collection.
Do you think you can hold me?
Oh, crap.
Hey, this is Nolan North. You don't want to miss Foo Reviews. And I'm out.